Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, how are you getting on? Welcome to a brand new Starfield video. So, as predicted, Bethesda have been hard at work on the first couple of updates for Starfield. The first hotfix is out today, and we have details of an upcoming patch as well. So let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, rather expected Bethesda to be working on early patches for various issues that the game inevitably has on launch, and of course taking on board that feedback and working on the quality of life things and little updates that the community are asking for. So here's our first bit of feedback, our first article talking about the first hotfix, which is live now, and the next patch will be coming fairly soon. So let's have a look at what they've got for us. We have a fairly cool picture here of an interesting spaceship design, somewhere between an insect and some kind of monstrous mech, I think there. That's kind of fun. So let's scroll down. First, an enormous thank you for all of you playing Starfield and for your support. We're absolutely blown away by the response and all you love about the game. We're also reading all of your great feedback on what you'd like to see improved or added to the game. This is a game we'll be supporting for years and years to come, so please keep all the feedback coming. Even if we don't get to your requests immediately, we'd love to do it in the future, like city maps. Our priority is initially making sure any top blocker bugs or stability issues are addressed, and adding quality of life features that many are asking for. So, a nice little opening statement there about what we expected. Bethesda have been saying for quite some time they're hoping Starfield will do in space what Skyrim did in a fantasy setting, which is to say last a long time and still have people playing it about a decade on from launch, so extended support and updates and things like that are about what we expected. Good to hear them recommitting to that particular approach. There's a whole bunch of things that a lot of people have talked about in terms of things they want to get fixed and adjusted and worked on, including some stuff that I definitely want to see improved as well. Some of those things are more time-consuming to implement, and some of the other things are perhaps a bigger priority, like, as I mentioned here, bugs that block progress or in some way kind of prevent you from moving on in the game. Basically, game-breaking bugs would be the colloquial term for it. And of course, stability issues in general to improve performance and the way the game runs is always welcome in any game. I'm sure we're happy about that. So yeah, definitely cool to see that. So the first update is a small hotfix targeted at the few top issues we're seeing. After that, expect a regular interval of updates that have top community requested features, including brightness and contrast controls, HDR calibration menu, an FOV slider, NVIDIA DLSS support for PC, hell yes, ultra-wide monitor support, and an eat button for food. So this is just a subsection of some of the stuff that they'll be doing in coming weeks and months. But yeah, really good to see that some of the key things that people are asking for are in the pipeline and are being actively worked on and should be coming in the weeks to come, which is really cool. Obviously, some of the bigger stuff, I talked just yesterday about a number of things that need a substantial overhaul when it comes to the outpost system. Those are going to take considerably more time to implement, especially as some of them involve complete reworkings of systems, assuming they do that, which I think they probably will. So expecting that to happen quickly would be wildly optimistic, to say the least, but good to know that these things are probably going to be coming on down the line. So, we're also working closely with NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel on driver support. There is an NVIDIA driver update today that actually includes some performance improvements for Starfield. So if you're on PC with an NVIDIA graphics card, maybe you want to check on that one. As always with the graphics driver updates, it's literally a coin flip as to whether or not it improves things or makes it worse, but your mileage may vary and do at your own risk and so on and so forth, but nonetheless, there is an update today. So, additionally, we are working on our built-in mod support, brackets creations, which is basically the creation kit is the name of the software for Skyrim and Fallout 4 that Bethesda released to facilitate modding. Obviously, you don't have to have it, but it contains a whole massive bunch of tools that are very, very helpful if you are modding. So, yeah, they're working on that. That will work across all platforms, similar to what we've done with Skyrim and Fallout 4. This full support is planned to launch early next year. Not surprising, basically it's a whole other piece of software that is built out from the game engine and so on and so forth, and interacts with all the systems and stuff that are in place in the game, so creating this separate piece of software is obviously not priority one. Getting the game out is priority one, and then making sure any feedback is addressed, particularly regarding bugs. But yeah, mod support, big thing for Bethesda, but you know, actually putting this software together would be a little bit further down the line. So early next year, that's about on track for what I would expect, I think. Until then, we know our PC community is very active in the modding space already, and if you have any feedback on how we can make this better, please let us know. Modding and creating in our games will always be a vital and important part of who we are, and we love seeing the community get off to such a strong start. Keep the feedback coming, we really do read it all, and thank you again for taking this journey with us, Bethesda Game Studios. So, they haven't actually mentioned it here, but if you do want to give them feedback, the primary place, the best place to do this is on their Discord server. You can find it on Bethesda's website, so Bethesda.net. The other option you've got is to go to help.bethesda.net. That is on part of the Bethesda.net site, obviously, and that has the option to put in feedback tickets and support tickets and things like that to deal with specific issues if you need support from the customer service people or you don't have Discord. So there's the other option as well. So what's in today's hotfix then? Well, short and sweet, which is about what you'd expect. Obviously, the bigger patch will be called a patch, not a hotfix, and it'll be coming soon. As to how soon, we'll see. I guess in the next couple of weeks, probably. So, update version 1.7.29, fixes and improvements, performance and stability, Xbox Series X and S, improved stability related to installations, that's vague, and various stability and performance improvements to reduce crashes and improve frame rate. I would take the lack of specific platform mentioned there to mean it applies to all platforms. Obviously, this is really vague, and nobody really likes seeing vague stuff like this. The other side of that coin, I think, is that if they went into the details of exactly what they're changing and why and how it improves things, you'd either have to be a game developer to understand it, or at best it would just be boring as all hell. Stability and performance improvements, a number of them are included in this hotfix. That's what we want to see. Or one of the things we want to see, anyway. So, quest fixes. All that money can buy quest. They fixed an issue where player activity could result in a quest blocker. So that will be a progress blocking bug that has been fixed, depending on what the player actually does during the course of it. Into the unknown. They fixed an issue that could prevent the quest from appearing after the game is completed. So, big quest, that one. One of the particularly standout, most significant ones in the main storyline. So, yeah, good to see that being sorted. And Shadows in Neon. Fix an issue where player activity could result in a quest blocker, a specific combination of actions resulting in being unable to complete the quest. So yeah, that's short and sweet. Just about what you expect for a hotfix. The update is, I believe, 700-something megabytes. I did look at this earlier, 729 on Steam. So not massive, but nice to have nonetheless. And yeah, really, really good to see Bethesda on that. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what they have in the next patch. Obviously, we've got a few hints here as to what they're working on at the minute. Which particular updates come when will basically depend on what they get done and how quickly. Obviously, some things are going to take much longer than others, and therefore will arrive later. But yeah, really pleased to see Bethesda reaffirming their commitment to continuing to iron out the creases in the game and to provide the various quality of life improvements and act on the feedback that they have been getting, which doesn't come as a surprise to me at all. I was fully expecting to see them doing this, and yeah, really happy to see. So, there we go. Hope you folks found this useful and informative. If you did, please consider dropping subs and likes. I very, very much appreciate. Hit that notification bell. Loads of news videos will be coming in the future. I've got outpost builds coming and a whole load of other base building type content. And of course, we've got the live streams of Starfield and other tips and guide videos as well all over the channel, so do keep an eye out for those. And of course, the same sort of stuff for Fallout 76 as well, if you're interested in that, so do have a look. I very much appreciate. If you'd like to, please do check out social media links, merch store, and channel memberships down below the video as well. If you support the channel that way, I hugely appreciate it. Massive, massive thank you. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.